Hey, Orange One here. We're going to go over how to make your own werebreeder. It's basically just a couple cage traps behind a couple doors. But if you get set properly, you can take one werebeast and safely turn other dwarves into that werebeast. So this guy, Olin, he's bitten a couple people and I've turned them. Like this is 2 cycles in, and I've got these two guys who are soldier were creatures, and what you can do is you can actually give these guys orders still, and they'll still follow them. And in addition to that, not only will they follow them, they'll be not hostile to each other. They're usually hostile to most things, but if it's the same type of were creature, you guys can have these stationed together and they totally will stick together. Now, I will show you in just a second how to get this set up, but this is the main reason is that you can have multiple werebeasts together and they're friendly and you can like just create a couple. And I'm trying to test it out, but I believe you can clone these guys using some necromancy. So that's kind of down the road for me. Okay. But these guys should transform and it should be safe. Yeah, like that. Totally safe. Totally fine. These guys did not try and kill each other, even though they were both in military squads. So I just wanted to clarify that because I've seen that online and it's kind of incorrect. So let's go over how to actually set this up, okay? Okay, so this is basically the design. You end up putting 3 cage traps down, and they just are just simple cage traps, and you just have simple doors. They don't need to be hooked up to anything. And what you want to do is basically have these guys get station orders, and you put the station order here, and as they're passing through the doors, you forbid them. And then what you can do is you can unforbid this, and this guy Olin, he's actually stationed to go over here, so his guy's actually gonna come over and attack. So as soon as he can, he comes in and he starts attacking these two guys. And as you can see, that dude right there went into a trap. It looks like he may even be in decent shape. We got 2 dwarves that time. That's actually pretty lucky. Usually I only get 1. And I have actually a retracted silver spear here that I can use to weaken the werebull if I want to. So that will increase your odds of these dwarves surviving. You can also give them better gear. I just had them in just regular clothes. Two dwarves against 1 werebeast tends to work out decently, especially if they have a weapon or an armor. They will go down unconscious, probably with a bite. So that's the main thing that we want, is that we want them to have gotten a bite. We do have a bit of a siege going on right now, but you can see that that was a bite right there. He bit that recruit a number of times there. And yeah, if as long as he's bit the 2 of them, the militia captain also got him in the head. So those 2 should both turn because they've been bit by the werebeast. And what we can now do is we can take those cages after this guy's calmed down, and you can build the cage. You can do a little constructed cage just like right here. Unfortunately, it says, oh, you do not have access to any cages right now. Let's just give it a minute. Let's wait for these guys to calm down, and I'll show you. Basically, this guy right here, Kadol, I've already released using this lever. So he was in a cage trap that we set up using these cages here. And you can just place them and then link it using the link levers. And you should be able to do that as long as your guys have access to mechanisms. So you might have to bring some stockpile of mechanisms in, or you can, when they're safe, when they're not in like murder mode, you can bring in people from your general fort. You can like open up your drawbridge, bring in people from your fort to do some work, and they should be safe if they're in cages. These guys will turn inside their cage, and if we look at them, let's just look at their status right now. This guy right here, you can see he's seriously injured, but he's not bleeding out right now. He's actually doing okay, considering that he's mangled pretty bad, but he's not going to die in the next month. And he has enough food. He's not super thirsty or anything. Oh, hold on. I'm just killing this guy now. That's you want to if you're gonna set up that you want to make sure that's turned off when they're done, because as you can see, he just had a nasty little wake up call there, so he's injured, unfortunately, but he should actually be okay. And then if we unlock this, this guy can do work for us. And what we can now do, because everything's unlocked, is that we can do the constructed cage. And then you can select from cages. Oh, actually, you know what we need to do is we need to unforbid these. Both of these are kind of forbidden by default. And then you go to cages, cage. Then you can select that cage. It should get built. I believe he's getting dressed, and then he might go do that. I'm not sure. Olin's still stationed. You guys can stop doing military orders. Yeah, he's trying to load the trap. So he's going to go ahead and bring that trap or try and load that up with the cage that was empty. And then he should take the job and bring this other cage up and get that built. And then once that's built, you can just link lever by clicking on that. I would recommend putting some doors and just forbidding, because as you can see, the Werebeasts, they don't break them down. And so you can just create like a nice little row of Werebeasts off to the side here, and release them once they're sealed in safely. And then you can bring them out as you want to for experiments or to break sieges or whatever. It's pretty flexible and pretty useful. I did want to show you that this is from earlier when I was setting this up, but this is a werebull that's in the cage, and you can actually see that that's Cuddle, the one that was helping us earlier. He this is when he got transformed, and you can see that during the moon cycle, that Werebeast is inside the cage. So you can confirm that they've turned into a Werebeast before you unleash them if you would like. Not really super critical, but an option. So to just demonstrate this, if you want to move people out of this pretty easily, you can just do something like that, and he should leave. And yeah, he's gonna kill the bunny because he saw it. Whatever, that's fine. Now these guys, you can get them stationed in here, and kind of get them set up out by, if you want to have someone just come out, you need to get them to go further away. Zon, I'm not sure why. Oh, he's asleep. So he's not listening to our orders anymore. But this is one way to get the Werebeast like safely in here, because you can have him kind of like pass through. And at this point, if this guy wasn't asleep, I would be able to forbid that, but I can't because he's got it open. And when the door's open, you can't forbid it. But the second it's closed, you can forbid it. So you can get the Werebeast between two forbidden doors very easily doing it that way. Let's go ahead and show this one more time. You, my friend, you're going to get lucky. This guy's not. Well, maybe he's going to... Oh, no, he's going to kill you first. Or not. Huh. Intriguing. He can't see him. That's so funny. Can you try and come in here? Yeah. He's gonna kill that guy, and then now that door can't shut, I don't think, because there's a body in the way. But there's a number of things that you can keep in mind for moving these guys around through this. But the Werebeast, you want to basically be right over the spike just a few times to get hurt if you want to weaken him. Again, not super necessary, but kind of a nice option if you want to even the odds, or if you've got a dwarf in here that you want to make them a better chance of surviving if you're trying to not, save scum. But with stuff like this, you're probably save scumming, let's be real. It's for science. All right, thanks for joining me. This has been Orange One. Check out the channel. I've got Let's Play and a couple other tutorial videos.